What is up, my friends? Sliding into a little yin session on quite an interesting day. We have ourselves a little election day, so if you're needing a little turn down, whether you're catching this live or you're tuning in later this evening, jump on in and just allow yourself some time to fully let go of everything that's swimming around us. We'll get started in just a moment. Feel free to start to collect all your bits and pieces, and we're going to make this moment really, really juicy. Oh, here's my kneecap. Welcome to class, you guys. Welcome, welcome, welcome. So, while we get situated here with our blankets and pillows and sweaters, just even allow this process of gathering all your bits and pieces to invite some calm into the way you navigate, into the way you set up this moment so that as you dive into it, it can be the most yum. Cool? Cool. If you happen to have some essential oils laying around the house, go ahead and dive right in. Oh yeah, maybe you dab and then you dab a little more. Double down on your oils today, my friends. Why not? Also, if you have things to burn in clear spaces in your vicinity, Palo Santo, sage, take advantage of those things. This is a perfect moment to have a candle around and to clear some energy. Beautiful. This watch, I thought this watch was gonna get back on track once time change happened, and now it says it's 8. Things keep slipping into the future with this thing. Anyway, that means I think it's about 5, 6, and we'll go ahead and get started. Go ahead, if you haven't already noticed my setup and roll a blanket up, and or stack some pillows long ways. Whatever pieces you have around your house is great. And start to, I was gonna wash my feet first. Oh well, here we go. Dirty feet, and I'll start to lay back onto your support and let the shoulders melt open. And if your hips feel like they need some extra support like mine do, you can take pillows underneath your knees. And again, allowing these movements to be settling, be calming. And coming into this shape, let the eyes close as you start to situate the body. And with in the heart space of wanting to have a card to share with you and some wisdom beyond me to give to class tonight, I pulled a card with all of you in mind just before I hit live. And the card I got was change, which I think is interesting. And so on point. So as you lay here and use your breath to melt into your body, I'm going to read a little bit about change to you. The frequency of change supports our ability to gracefully dance with the forever changing nature of reality, both inward and outward, so that we can appreciate the sweet release of the old and the birth of the new. Change is the only constant we can count on. Like the seasons, everything comes and goes in cycles, ebbs and flows, days and nights, deaths and rebirths. Good times followed by the challenging times, followed by the weird times, followed by the ecstatic times. Nothing stays the same for long. Life itself demands movement and change to perpetuate itself. Change is represented by the turning of a circle or wheel, showing us the forever changing nature of everything in the universe. In fact, the very concept of the universe is changing, and we're slowly accepting that a multiverse might be a more appropriate description. How we handle this constant change depends on where the center of our awareness lies. When we are deeply rooted in our own core, in our heart, at the center of the circle, the movements of change affect us less than we're focused on the outward parts of ourselves. As on a spinning wheel, the closer we are to the center, the steadier everything is. As you settle deeper into this shape, know that as we move through our bodies during this practice, always use your intuitive guide. I'm just here to make suggestions, and if anything ever needs to be different in your body, please make appropriate modifications. In this yin practice, we hold things very slowly so we can get deep. When we're slow and when we're still, it gives our minds a chance to really run. And the practice will be keep coming back to your breath so you can slow the running down, maybe to a quick walk, maybe to a jog, or maybe to complete stillness of the mind. Start to take a really full breath in. Send it all the way down to the base of your bathroom muscles. The belly will stretch. The ribs will lift. The heart will fill. The crown of the head might pull a little bit so you get more space in your neck. Fill the breath fully. Hold the breath at the top. And find a softness around the eyes, specifically when you hold this breath while you melt the shoulders. And sip in a little bit more. And exhale fully, sigh, let that go. And then start to bring your awareness of your mind into your hands, wherever they are. Maybe they're on your body, maybe they're way stretched out. Maybe the palms are up or down. And just allow them to be there and observe them. Observe the temperature of the surface they're on. Observe if they feel good. Observe if they have any itching or throbbing or aching. And then send a big breath of warm love from your heart into your hands. Fill up. And as you exhale, slowly bring the hands up the body or into the body and place them on your heart, one on top of the other. Notice if the chin is jutting up towards the sky, and gently tuck the chin so the neck is really long. As you breathe into your heart center, press the palms into the chest, lift the rib cage into the hands. And feel your body get really big and your heart get really spacious. And then feel the dissolve, the let go, the release, sink the chest down. 2 more breaths into the heart. Full round in. As you exhale, start to slide the palms across the chest, rub the shoulders, rub the traps, rub the neck. A little human, fleshy, muscular mic check. 1, 2. What's going on with the bits and the pieces? No wrong way to explore this moment in your body. Just touch the pieces. Compression feels really nice. If you want to get into the muscles, you can dig a thumb in, some fingers, some knuckles. And then the next time the hands are down by the legs, go ahead and bring them to the outsides of the thighs. Take a full breath in. And as you exhale, use the strength of the arms to start to travel your legs towards each other. Let the legs be heavy and the arms do the work. And then draw your toes out so that the soles of the feet can start to come onto the ground. And use the heels of your hands and the tops of your thighs. Knead those muscles a little bit. Take a full breath in. And a full breath out. Gorgeous. Send the legs long. Inhale the arms overhead. And as you send the legs long, did you throw them long or are you moving them slowly long? Take your time, stretch, take a full breath in. And as you exhale, we're going to do a full body sit-up, nice and slow. Reach for the toes. Whew, up we go. Fingers maybe walk up the legs towards the toes. And then feel into this moment. Get a little gooey in your human. The legs pedal. The spine sways. The breath is big. The arms can play around a little bit. And then just depending on what your human creature desires today, maybe you slide a pillow under your knees. We're gonna come into a forward fold so you can have a little more give here. Or maybe you let the pillow come on top of the legs and be a support for your ribs and your tummy. So find your moment, shimmy in. Oh yeah, embracing change. Something we're always doing. After a little bit of exploration in this forward fold, start to invite your creature into stillness. Can you find a sense of ease and rest as you bring heat into the back of the legs? And oftentimes in these shapes, our thighs want to try, the tops of our feet are oddly engaged, or the toes are flexed, and we don't even realize it, right? So specifically from your hip creases through your thighs and upper knees, Achilles, tops of the feet and toes, see if you can continually bring your brain space back to, where can I soften here? How can I be more as a teammate with gravity rather than a resistance? Start to take a full breath in, expand, fill your back body, stretch your back ribs, your upper back, your shoulders. And as you exhale, ride this exhale a little bit deeper into the backs of the legs. And then inhale, slowly start to pull back and up, sit up, up, up. Slowly. Maybe you give the backs of the legs a little rub if that feels appropriate. And from here, we're gonna shift into our quads, and you can decide how fast or intense you wanna do that. And so I'll start with where you might go if you're gonna do both legs at the same time. You'll come up onto one cheek and then the other, and slide back into this full straddle if you're like, Mama, I'm there, I got it, let's go. But if you're like, hold on, hold on 1 second. No thanks with both legs. And so go ahead and leave one leg long and tuck one leg back behind you. This in its own might be like too much. You might need to bump your hip up a little bit, your long-legged hip, so you can put a pillow under there to give the quad more space, and then you'll play from here back into the body. So that is the modification for this double-legged, potentially, moment. So pick your poison and pick where you are, and send all of your breath from the hip crease of the bent leg to the top of the knee of the bent leg, back and forth. Breathe into here and just invite the beef of this muscle to open and open and open. And again, maybe you're doing 2 legs at once. Just know that we're doing 2 sides also, so it will be a long hold. Back out at any point if you need to. Also, buckle up and breathe. Oh, I just discovered this. I still had my roll back here. I don't know if your roll's still back there, but if you want to use your roll with the double-legged moment or even the single-legged moment, how handy that was there. As well, if you come into a point, because our knees are very precious little conglomerates, we don't want to strain them in any way. So if at any point you feel the most of the sensation in a very uncomfortable way in your knees, please pedal out of this and find a moment where you can be in it without that happening, but still some beefy middle part of your muscle opening. It's a dance, my friend. If your head is anywhere other than this space with this quirky teacher, bring it back in, bring it to breath, bring it to body. Notice how much space in the room your breath is taken up, and space in your body, and allow it to be more spacious. Fill the room with your energy. Gorgeous. If you have one leg out, start to pedal back up. If you're in both legs, buckle up, stay tight. But if that one leg is out, you'll lift the cheek and release it. And before you move right into the other side, that knee is gonna need to rebound. So pedal your knees side to side and let that move through it. And then invite yourself into the other side, kick back, be back. Oh yeah, let's read about change again. We're going through changes. The frequency of change supports our ability to gracefully dance with the forever changing nature of reality, both inward and outward, so that we can appreciate the sweet release of the old and the birth of the new. Now, if you have both legs back and that is the experience you're working with, and you feel like you have it to give, you can lift, you can press into the tops of your legs, your calves, and the tops of your feet, and lift your hips up a little bit. And if you're on your bolster, additionally with the chest and the back, you can send your arms underneath your buns and make little fists while you're lifting up. You can check me out if you want, if it would be helpful, but the hands are essentially underneath the legs behind you, and they're just as little guides, as rests back here, but the hips are energetically pressing up into the sky a little bit, just if you want some more. Bringing a little yang to our yin, but still pretty yin. start to take a full breath in, expand your whole creature. On this breath out, sink just a little bit deeper. Invite the heat into those thighs. Gorgeous. Whether the one leg is out or the two legs are out, start to gently, slowly, with love, bring your human back up. Releasing those legs nice and slow. Yeah. And give them a little pedal, give the knees a little massage. Gorgeous. And then invite the legs back into the butterfly shape. But we're going to approach it from seated this time, so it's going to be a little bit different of an experience. I'll invite you to bring the distance between the feet and the pelvis to be a little further, so you've got a nice narrow diamond. This just is a less commonly practiced version, and it hits different parts of our legs in a pretty yummy way. So if you want to prop the knees up, please do. And then start to invite that amazing upper half of your human down, down, baby. Use those hands as yours as tools as you go. I got all the way here. I forgot my upper leg. So maybe you massage the whole leg. Maybe the hands are already by the feet, so you just dive with the thumbs into the feet. Love on the tops of the feet. The feet you meant to wash, but didn't. And then when you feel good and loved on and squeezed on and connected with in this way, invite your body into stillness, into release, into let go. Observe your breath here, observe the quality of your mind. We've been slowing our movement down for quite a few minutes now, so notice if there's a difference now to the beginning of class. Notice if there's anywhere you could work a little deeper with the breath. Notice if there's anywhere you're holding tension in this shape. Sinking in for about 5 more breaths. How deep can you invite this shape into your moment? just take a full breath in. Your whole human inflates. And as you exhale, slowly release down, 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 just a little heavier. Feel those legs fuego up, light up, fire up. And then slowly pedal the hands up the legs with the heel of the hand. Get a little love and massage as you go up, up, up into a seat. The inhale will bring your heart back over your hips and lengthen through the crown of the head. And the exhale will slide the hands to the outsides of the knees and draw them together. And then again, working with the strength of the arms and the ability to relax the legs and let something else do it for them. Pull the legs in one at a time. Move anything that might be in your way out of the way, and then really bring those legs in. Oh yeah, there's a lot changing in the world currently as we speak, and we're going to give ourselves a hug because we're going to get through it. Whatever the outcome is of whatever it is you're hoping happens, right? Like, we're all going to get through it, and being able to support ourselves is the first part of that journey. So carry those arms as high up, or the hands as high up your arms as you can, and then use the arms as leverage to pull your chest up in this hug. Pull the head up. Maybe you pull your hair out, and then get really long here. Breathe in. And then with the exhale, really curling. Get nice and tiny, 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 tiny. Maybe you crawl the hands down around the ankles. And then breathe in, stay. Breathe out, squeeze tighter. Breathe in, feel your back stretch. Breathe out, release the arms. Maybe the tongue sticks out. Why? Because it feels good. And then kind of just find a little wiggle in your moment. The knees go side to side. Maybe if you did take the invitation for tea, maybe you take a sip of your tea now. Maybe an essential oil sniff if you've got them by you. And then with your next inhale, feel the corners of your mouth lift up into a smile. And then let it go, but keep the smile. Maybe the tongue sticks out. Let's do that twice more. Inhale, smile. Exhale, tongue sticks out. Inhale, smile. Exhale, let it go. Cool. Invite that sweet human of yours nice and gently back down onto the earth. Yeah, here we go. And as you slide down onto the earth, bring the knees towards the chest for another big hug in. You deserve it. Breathe in, fill up. And then as you exhale, use that left hand to the outside of the right knee to drop the knees left. And then as you inhale, take that right hand to the inside of your chest and peel open your heart and your shoulder. Anchor with the right hand, the right shoulder down towards the earth. Just feel what it's like to even try to do that. And then notice if your legs are like clenching while you do this arm exploration. Release the tension in the lower half of your body, and then slowly start to reach that right arm really long away from the body. Gaze right or shut those sweet eyes. And then notice if the neck is kind of like really reaching towards the left instead of just, towards the right instead of just looking right, and realign your neck, and then have a gentle gaze. start shifting your focus to your third eye, to a sensation of a warmness right in the center of the forehead, a glittery golden warmness. It's just emitting high vibrations from the center of your forehead, warming up your whole body, softening your whole body. Invite a full breath in, expand. Invite a full round out. Let the legs drop heavier. Let that arm reach a little more. Fill up. And then exhale, slowly make your way back through center. Hang out in center for a second. Center's a good place to be. When you're hanging out in center, allow the neck to be gently released. Allow the spine to feel like this sensation of unraveling and rebalancing. Take a full breath in. And as you exhale, gently slide those knees to the right. And then slide the left hand to the left chest. Give it a little lovin', top chest, side chest. And then make your way into your shoulder. Guide the shoulder towards the earth. It might not hit the earth, it doesn't have to. Slide the shoulder down towards the earth. Massage the shoulder with the fingers, get in there. Arrange the neck so it's sticking straight out of the shoulders. And then slide that left hand really, really far. Gaze left gently. Relax the shoulders, the legs. Maybe the right hand gives a little love to the left leg, and then maybe it grips the leg as you lay here and settle in. Notice if any part of you is trying to force this moment. Maybe the breath is aggressive. Maybe the hands are like really trying to be here, trying to make this thing way deeper. And just see if you can relax and let gravity do the tail end of this work. Breath in. full breath out. Inhale, fill up. Exhale, draw the knees back to your heart. And squirm around. Find the right release for you. And make any motions or shapes or noises that you need before you prepare for your final rest. So allow the legs to come long onto the mat. And then let the palms face up. If there's anything you need before a final rest, and or if you feel called to prop your final rest up in any way, whether it be bringing something under your knees or under your chest or neck, any magic you need, go ahead and add that in. Maybe you turn the lights off in your space, or you put something over your eyes. Maybe you hold on to your heart and really breathe space and love and warmth into your heart center. Acceptance. The invitation from here is to continue in your practice. Maybe just turn me off now and continue in your moment of Savasana, or if you want to get more into hips and slide into half pigeons, and really give yourself permission to stay in this space for 5, 10, 15, 20, an hour beyond this moment. And invite yourself to stay away from the phone and any other channels that we might be able to hop into, because you deserve it. And if you've come this far in the practice this evening, you've already done the work to really reap the benefits of going deeper. So namaste. Thank you so much for tuning in and sharing space with me this evening here on Yoga Moves Us. Honored to be here and teach here, and I look forward to seeing you next time. If you want to get tuned in with me and other offerings, please head over to Being Your Best Self and ask me any questions or comments you could ever hope to ask. I will be here. Bye, guys. my pleasure. I'm so glad. Yay. Thank you guys. Time. Yoo-hoo.